Whenever you see one of these kind of boxes, you know we are talking about the house of Initio, you all, and this is Initio's Power Self. This was a spring release for this year, 2025. I've had it, I played in it, and I have thoughts about it. So let's get on into it. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. The SANTAMARIA here. Yes, dedicated review time on Initio's Power Self. Very happy to talk about this one. As you all know, I did get a sample of this one first, so no, this was not a blind buy. Sampled it back in the springtime when it first came out, and I told you all I was feeling it, especially after I really did a wear test on it, full body wear test. And here we are with the full size bottle. But of course, ain't nothing like a real review unless you have the full size bottle, because that means you can really bathe in it, you know, that type of thing. So that's why we do the dedicated reviews when we get these full size bottles. As always, when it comes to these type of videos, I rate fragrances by 5 categories. The first category is mood, and that is simply, when do I see myself wearing this fragrance? What time of year? What type of event? We talk about it there. Second category is strength, and that's on a scale of 1 to 10, with 1 being this ain't nothing but water in a pretty bottle, to 10 being nuclear powerhouse juice. Third category is longevity. That is how many hours long lasting is this fragrance, because we do care. The fourth category is this a compliment getting fragrance? Yes or no, because a compliment is a nice to have. Doesn't necessarily make or break a fragrance. It's just a gold star, shall we say. Then the fifth category is, does this fragrance compare to anything else? Does it remind me of anything else that I have sampled or even own? We talk about it there because I know y'all love that category. So yeah, let's get into it. Lipstick of the day today, everyone. I am definitely in the fall mood. So you all, we went with one of my favorite purplish type of lip colors, and this is Soar Lipstick in Oldie But Goodie, purplish mauve kind of color. I have it paired with MAC Root For Me pencil, which I have done a short for it, by the way, if you want to see it in its true glory. And I put some MAC clear lip glass on top. I've been putting this on everything lately. Nails, this is a new color for me, old color for the brand, but I got it this year. Then this is OPI in the Cable Carpool Lane. Love this one. It was sold out last year, and I was not going to miss out on it this year. As always, full beauty breakdown on everything on my face will be down in the description box below, so you do not have to ask questions about it. Next up, we have fragrance of the day, and this is one I'm absolutely loving right now as we transition into the fall season, and this is Parfums de Marly Safanade. I am enjoying this one so much. Beautiful orange blossom petitgrain type of fragrance. This is just doing everything it needs to do right now, plus the pear. So it's like a hybrid of summer notes, but also fall notes that I enjoy. And oldie but goodie, but still relevant in 2025, and that again is Parfums de Marly Safanade. And now let's get into the belle of the ball, and that is Power Self. So as stated, again, this was a spring of 2025 release. This is from, of course, the house of Initio Parfums. I've talked about Initio before. I have ranking videos, dedicated reviews of other fragrances from them. So it's safe to say I do enjoy this house. The white bottles are the Hedonist collection, and that is what Power Self is a part of. The Hedonist collection, I gotta say, is my favorite collection, I think, at this point. My number 1 scent from this house is a part of the Hedonist collection, so yeah. It's the white bottles for me. So what's interesting too about when this fragrance first released is that it was kind of polarizing. So this scent was not immediately loved, shall we say, like some previous releases they have had. I'm looking at you like a side effect. People loved it immediately. So with Power Self, it was polarizing in my opinion for 2 reasons. Number 1 was the name. People hate the name. They like, what does that even mean? I don't understand. Even though they have it written up on the website, people don't care. They're like, I hate it. I don't know what that, it doesn't tell me anything. Then from the other side of things, when people start to actually smell the fragrance, people felt like it was boring, it was redundant, we don't need this. It didn't give that traditional dark quality, shall we say, of Initio fragrances that we know and love. So that's why this one was interesting, and that's also why I did get a sample of it for myself to make sure I like it and not just listen to the internet, you know, that type of thing. So let's get into the prices and sizing of this scent. So Initio Power Self, by the way, it only comes in 1 size at this moment, and that is the 90 ml size. And as of today, this now retails for $430. They did a price increase, I want to say after Labor Day, it seems. It was either after the 4th of July or Labor Day when the price went up for this, because when I purchased mine, it was still retailing for $410 at the time. So yay, price increases. Side eye. But yes, and let's get into the notes, you all. So the notes are not super complicated, so this is very easy to comprehend in my opinion. So there's white florals, we have osmanthus, we have white rose, magnolia, pink pepper, we have ambrox, musk, and cedarwood. So just looking at this, nothing in here is super scary to me. Yeah, because personally I love osmanthus, which is an apricot-y smelling flower. I'm here for white rose, magnolia. Okay, that's like a creamy floral for me. Pink pepper, it's a soft pepper to me, so it doesn't make me sneeze. I'm okay with it. Ambroxan doesn't bother my nose, but I recognize it can bother others, so that's why I'm always emphasizing no notes. But yeah, musk, cedarwood, I'm like, okay. there's nothing really scary here for me, especially for an initial fragrance. Another thing, the concentration of Power Itself, you all, is extrait. Yes, Extrait Parfums, so this is potent. And since we're here, we're gonna do a fresh spray on the scent, even though I've been wearing it and things, but I always like a fresh spray whenever I do these videos. Now, what I get from this scent, 100% I get the osmanthus, and that's what I wanted to get from this scent because, again, I am an osmanthus lover. I do get the rose in here. This is a bright rose, a baby rose to me. I get the musk. This is very feminine too, by the way. 100% this is a feminine fragrance. Very floral, very musky. The pink pepper's there, but it's very, very slight to me. It has a woody base, but it makes sense because of the cedar wood. So the notes are pretty spot on for me. There isn't anything else that sticks out that isn't listed. So yeah, what you see is what you get. And now let's get into the categories because that's what you all really care about. So the mood section, you all. So, the mood for Initio Power Self, 100% this is a daytime fragrance. Point blank period, daytime, and also warmer weather. This is a spring and summer scent. So I gotta give them credit, the brand that is, for releasing this scent at the correct time of year, because I hate when fragrances get released and then it's like, why are you releasing a tropical scent and it's the dead of winter? Like, I hate that. Because I actually want to wear this scent when I buy it. I'm kind of one of those people. Let me know, do you feel the same way, ill? So drop it in the comments below. But warmer days, feminine. This is very relaxed. This is very casual to me. Easy reach type of scent. Next category is strength, you all. And for me, the strength of this one is a 7 because I can definitely smell it when I first spray it. The white florals and things hit you in the nose. That rose definitely hits you in the nose. Dan Broxham. I don't have to look for this, but is this scent super beast mode, super strong? No, it is not. And I have to say that strength category 7 definitely fades off rather quickly, and we'll talk about that as we get into the longevity area. But for now, the strength is a 7. Next category, what is the longevity of this scent? How many hours does it last? So this category is kind of shocking for me because when we talk about the house of Initio, and again, I own several from this house, so I have a certain expectation about this house, whatever that means. You just know how a certain brand DNA is and how their scents tend to perform. This one was a lighter wearing one for me. I only got about 4 to 5 hours out of this, mainly 4 or 5 if I oversprayed this scent. So this one is only a half a day wear. I had to look for it, meaning I could not smell it anymore. It was no longer skin scent, just nothing. It was gone at that point. So I was like, that's kind of a letdown. Yeah, so Power Itself, again, you gotta overspray it or you have to wear it in high heat in order to really, really get this scent to project. Next category, is this a compliment getting fragrance? And I have to say, Power Itself, because this is very non-complicated, this is a very easy reach feminine fragrance, this does get compliments. Because one thing I gotta say, nobody's mad at florals, smelling fresh and clean and musky. That is a type of DNA that is very mass appealing, crowd pleasing, however you wanna call that. That is what it's gonna do. So this is one we just needed to work. You don't want to think about it. That's when you reach for Power Self. And then we have the final category, and that is the comparison category. And does this fragrance remind you of anything else? And actually, this category is also why this scent was polarizing for a lot of people, because a lot of people felt like it reminded them of another scent. And for me, there was one scent that did stick out that I also thought it reminded me of a little bit too. And let's get into it. For me, the fragrance that came to mind, and I said this even back when I had a sample of it, it kind of reminds me of Parfums de Marly Delina La Rosee specifically. I want to emphasize that because there are 3 Delinas and there is a different note breakdown on each of them. The only common denominator is of course the rose thing. But for me, Power Self and Delina La Rosee are the most closely related to me. Well, it makes sense. Initio, Parfums de Marly, they are sister brands. So it doesn't surprise me there might be some type of overlap sometimes. It's not a one-to-one overlap. I want to emphasize that. Delina La Rosee, you all, has notes of lychee, pear, bergamot. In the middle, we have Damascene rose. We have peony and transparent flowers. In the base, we have softwood, white musk, and vetiver. So to be fair, looking at the notes are different. Gotta be fair about that. The main thing they have in common is the rose to me, the wood base, the soft woods there. So that's like what I get. But when I smell them side by side, okay, the Delina La Rosee is way more fruity and aquatic for sure. Power Self, I get more of the osmanthus. So are they cousins? Yes, but would I say they are exactly the same of each other? No, they are not. But I had to be fair and be very transparent and say that Delina La Rosee did come to mind when I first smelled this scent, especially as it dries down. I say that to say, if you like Delina Rosee, I think you will also like Power Itself. But again, just note that the osmanthus is the main player here, not the rose. So all right, everyone, that wraps up this dedicated review on Initio Parfums Power Itself. In conclusion, you all, for me, Power Itself is a like. I do enjoy it. Borderline can be a love as long as it's hot out, but am I willing to say, oh, this is the best Initio fragrance that ever came out? Is this now my number one? No, I'm not saying it. This is what you call an okay release. It's cool, it's nice, I don't have to think about it, and those type of fragrances do have a place in my collection personally, so I'm not mad at this scent. So for me, Power Itself is not polarizing, it's just an easy reach type of scent. Am I wearing this to step out and break necks? No, I'm not. And I have to say this because I know somebody's going to ask me, what is my number one favorite Initio fragrance? And to this day, it is still Musk Therapy. Musk Therapy is still the queen for me. That's still my favorite one. So what are your thoughts on Initio Power Itself, elves? Do you love it? Do you hate it? Do you own it? Let me know your thoughts on the scent. Also too, I know Initio has now released a new scent for fall, and that is the Lift Me Up scent. I've gotten questions about it. I have not smelled it yet, but I do want to smell it because I'm hearing it's wonderful for fall. And to me, Initio's best season 100% is fall. They do cold weather scents the best to me. That's their lane. So absolutely, I will be checking out Lift Me Up. But until next time, elves, I will catch you on the next video. Bye, y'all.